Yeah, 27-0. Whiffs on 2 punches on Serge Ibaka, who does not claim to be a professional MMA fighter. Jon Jones did respond by saying that he did not know NBA players also suffered from CTE. That's a great response from Jon Jones. Welcome back to Hassan's Hits. Guys, James Johnson is telling us that if he was to fight Jon Jones, he would beat Jon Jones. Yeah, if you guys don't know James Johnson,
Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?
James Johnson is a fringe, end-of-the-bench NBA player that is known as an enforcer across the league. You know, you could be an enforcer, much like Draymond Green, much like a lot of hockey players on certain teams. Hockey to a different extent because they actually do fight. And, you know, it doesn't mean you're a professional fighter. But for James Johnson, who, as you guys can see, is right here about to go at it with Serge Ibaka, he claims that he's 27-0. 7-0 in MMA and 20-0 in kickboxing. And apparently no one has any record of any of these fights. We're supposed to take his word for it. Again, the sources, trust me, bro. I see them highlighted right there. Ibaka standing his ground. Whoa, James Johnson missing with 2 punches. But this is the guy who's a pro MMA fighter, right? It's 27-0. Yeah. 27-0. Whiffs on 2 punches on Serge Ibaka, who does not claim to be a professional MMA fighter. James Johnson, fringe, end-of-the-bench NBA player that has been hyped up across the league because NBA players are not professional fighters. So they look at him as an enforcer and a guy who they shouldn't mess with because he trains MMA. Now, it could be the case that he does train MMA, but how do we even know that for sure? Right? We're supposed to believe that, you know, he's 27-0 and there's literally no record of it. There's no record of any fight he's ever been in professionally in any league, but we're supposed to take his word for it. Now, as y'all can see in this report by Essentially Sports, they literally looked it up. All of the leagues, all of the fight leagues dating back to like 2005 or 2006 could not find any record of James Johnson fighting professionally, even 1-0. Like, you know how bad that is? And the fact that he claims he's 27-0 and like we can't find any record of it. So where is it coming from? Getting to the Jon Jones part of this, Jon Jones did respond by saying that he did not know NBA players also suffered from CTE. That's a great response from Jon Jones. This is absolutely like ridiculous, man. He didn't even just say like any professional MMA fight. He didn't just say, you know, if they tried me in the UFC heavyweight division, you know, I think I can beat some of those guys. He's talking about the GOAT in MMA. You know, most people regard Jon Jones as the GOAT in MMA. And so he goes after the GOAT, basically saying that he thinks he can beat Jon Jones. I mean, what are we talking about here? This is anyone who talks like this is a fraud. You guys know this. Any person who's had some training, who's had some fights under their belt, would not talk like this, right? They would not act like they could go after Jon Jones and beat them. Like, it's this is hilarious, man, you know. But I feel like I would love to see Dana White extend the invitation out to James Johnson to come on Dana White Contender Series on Tuesday nights against any random heavyweight from any fighting league. It could be, you know, an underground fighting league in Brazil, for all we know. Any fighting league. And I guarantee you, he would get his ass whooped. Like I said, across the NBA, no one trains MMA. No one trains kickboxing. And so all of these guys assume that, oh, because he talks this talk and because he, you know, maybe can throw some punches and, you know, has learned how to kick a bag, that, you know, he's, what, 6'8", 6'9", or whatever. You know, he's athletic. So maybe he can fight, like street fight. But that doesn't mean he's a professional fighter. And so they hype him up because he might be the best fighter in the NBA. But that doesn't make you a professional fighter. Nor should you ever disrespect Jon Jones by claiming that you could beat him in a fight. That's how much you believe in yourself. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Comment, like, subscribe, share. I appreciate it. Peace.